Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. First, I want to say thank you for all the wonderful things you wrote me and shared about the Afghans, the crocheted Afghans that my great grandmother and my great aunt made. So it was so much fun to hear your thoughts, and especially it was fun for me to share them. I sent pictures to my mom, so I took this one on my sofa. Well, the little one that was my mom's, like a little baby doll blanket thing, the one that had all the black stitching to hold it together, it had some gunk on it. So I decided I would rinse it and wash it. So at the moment, it is occupying my floor space where I'm running the fan on it to dry it. But I can't run the fan while we're doing this. So I am just going to pull it over to the side so I don't step on it. But it was dirty. This leads me to think I need to do the same thing to the other two. But that'll be another day's project. Not today. So I'm going to do, first let's do the Secret Lives of Color. We are on block 58. We're still in the green section through the whole month because we decided to do each month as a different color from the book. And also I forgot to add on the calendar the very last green one. So we will do it on the last day of the month. So that way we get all of the green in for August. So today is avocado. You have to have avocado green, right? 70s. Take me back to the 70s, right? Avocado appliances, avocado everything, including, as this article, as the write-up says in here, avocado cars. I don't remember that. I lived in the States. I came back in late summer of 76. So I don't know, maybe the avocado car thing, I just wasn't noticing it. But now I have to go look that up. So basically, here's my block. I'm doing the middle size for this one, and then I actually have the large size for the next one, and this is row 5. We're on row 5. But first, before I go any further, so avocado, it starts out basically about an oil spill in 1969, which kicked off the environmental issues that existed. So they were there, but nobody was paying any attention to them, and that sort of kicked off a lot of things. And it talks about that progression in here, and then it goes into talking about the color of avocado and how green became sort of the symbol for nature and conservation, basically. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, let's look at the whole thing I have up there. I am going to go ahead and switch over to the other camera so we can look at it. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. It is looking as good as I had hoped and probably better. I had no idea if using green and teal and pink backgrounds was really going to work, and it does for me. I love it, love it, love it. So let me just go closer so you can just see a little bit. So I am repeating a few things. I have the candy here because it's really distinct background, and up here, so I will use it one more time. And then none of the other backgrounds are really that distinct. I know I don't think I've used this one again yet, so I need to get that one in there again. So cool. It is exciting. Some of you are sharing your groupings together. So today, if you have your blocks and you have been setting them, share them. If you haven't been setting them, share where you are anyways, because we only have like 2 more chapters. Is that right? We have the brown chapter and black. So yeah, there's just 2 more chapters. So I would love to see today some of your blocks and how they're turning out. Let me do 2 Q&As. I had 2 Q&As here. One is from Vicky, who asked, when I go to buy a piece of fabric and I don't really have a purpose for it, how much do I buy of it? Such as the navy pinstripe piece of fabric I got the other day. And often I will buy 1 yard, but if I'm really looking forward, like thinking, this is something I'm going to use a lot, like maybe it's a dot, I might buy 2 yards, that kind of a thing. But 1 to 2 yards, I guess, would be it, unless I'm thinking it's a border. But that sort of then has a specific mode for it. I sort of know it's a border print. But I don't really do that anymore because I work a different way than I used to. I mean, you used to buy borders in advance. I tell you, a lot of times I just never used it. So it's easier to buy a border when you're ready to buy a border, or buy it when you're getting the quilt that you know you're going to use it with. Okay, the other one was for my quilt that we're giving away, the royal we that I'm giving away when we get to 85,000 people here at YouTube subscribe. This quilt, yes, it's made with my birdsong fabric. Oops, is it upside down? No, it's right. Okay, so this one is in my table topper book. So that's where the pattern is. Let me show you. And we're about 1,500 people from giving that away, which you really should be able to get that. We should be able to. Okay, here it is in the book. It's called Life's a Picnic. There we go. So that's the one that I made. It's a super fun one. All right, I also got the dots in, all the dots. So I ordered black and white dots. Here they are, 3 sizes. They're still in the bag. And how much did I get? So this goes back to that question. I got like 1.5 yards of the bigger dot. Did I get 1.5 of everything? Yeah, I got 1.5 this time. So I split that between 1 and 2. I got 1.5 of the dots. 3 different sizes. And now I can put the binding on that quilt, which for me, and I just kind of didn't do any binding in August, hardly. If I get one on that beach quilt, then that'll be good. Yeah, we'll see if I get it done. I want to show you the sew sampler box. I want to get this in. This is I don't even know which one it is, so let's open it up. That's the best thing to do. Open it up and see what's in here. So I didn't even open it at all. I like these little Olfa cutters. So this is a little X-Acto knife from Olfa. And what do we have? They always, okay, this is August. I was going to say August, and I thought, is that right? So we're kind of back on track, which is good. So it says, what does it say? Follow your dreams. Okay, reading it upside. Follow your dreams. And there's always a coupon on the back. And this one is for patterns from Chelsea and Chelsea Stratton's patterns, and it also has a discount for Riley Blake notions. So when you're a club member, you get those discount codes. All right, what did they give us? They give us a little notebook. Oh, see, because it's Chelsea's pattern. It's Chelsea and her mom Sherry's fabric line. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. Okay, let's see. We have to open it up. No looking through the plastic for us. Emma. So this is called Emma. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. The blue. I love that blue. That's my summer blue. And a red. Kind of a cherry red. Really pretty grass. Olivey toned green. And then a peach. And then a lighter green. And so they always give you a pattern that only comes with the box. And there's the pattern to make it up. And they tell you, you have these go to make all this, but then you have to add a little bit more binding, background, and the setting fabric. And so, like, because you're doing it yourself, you could change the setting fabric if you didn't want gray. You could do something else. Or you can just put these in your stash to use for upcoming projects. They always give you some other things. What do we have? Super cute little scissors. Look how tiny they are. Look how adorable. Oh, so the handle's on there, so you can, yeah, because those are sharp. Those are sharp. Look how sweet they are, though. Ah, so cute. Great little snips to put in your project bag. Okay, then we have So Fine Thread Gloss. So how many of you use this kind of thing? Do you, put that on your thread to see, keep it smoother? Yeah, there's some. They're usually a beeswax substance. Yeah, they're nice. Very nice. And then we have, what is it? A quilt measure. This is a heavy duty quilt measure. Look at that. It's got a big clip on the back. Wow. That's pretty nice. It's got a lanyard thing and then a lock, so you can lock it in. That's good. That's like for measuring furniture. There you go. Oh, this is a super cute box. Darling, darling, darling fabric. Okay. So this has been great. August has been great. I'm thinking every year I need to have August just a little bit slower, where I'm not sort of doing as much project-wise, and then I can sort of explore and look at other things. Yeah. So we're going to do today, just to round this out, is I have my parts bin, and I thought I would just take this off the wall, and I would take one of the bags from my parts bin and just see what's in it and put it up on the wall. It's kind of like a Scrapalicious thing, but I've been curious what is in there. It is full. Let me show you. This is the parts bin. This is it. This, oh, it is way, way too full. It's like, basically, I need to sew one of these bags up. Totally need to sew it up. So I'm thinking that it's fall coming, and so this is a fall bag. Also looks a little smaller maybe than some of the others. So I think it's a fall one. So we are going to see what's in here. And I think I will do just, let me push the camera back. I will go ahead and pull them out, and then I'll just stick them up on the wall. Oh, like a bag within a bag. Do I really need that? Maybe. Those look like they've all been measured to some size. And then of course I've got a zillion half square triangles. There's always lots of half square triangles. Those look like Christmas ones. Those are not for in here. I have, oh, see, here's the, remember this block I did with the owl? Yep, that got into the parts bin. And this was from that woodsy quilt that I told, remember I mentioned that yesterday. So the woodsy quilt, this is a block, it's a test block, just showing how things work. Oh, I'm not sure if this is fall or Christmas, but this is a little sample from my gingerbread men made up. Okay, there's a bunch of other things in here, some other blocks. This was from the wreath that I didn't make. I did not make the fall wreath. I just made one from the wreath quilt. And I did the Christmas version, but I only made one from the fall. And this is an applique one I did a long time ago. There's some more half square triangles, tons of those. Those are great for doing a parts bin quilt. Okay, so this is English paper piecing. Yeah. All right, let me just go ahead and put them up on the wall, and we'll just see what it looks like. Well, there are all the big pieces. The rest of it I'll show you here in a second. A couple things I didn't put up there, like the gingerbread, because that really doesn't feel the same as these to me. And then there was some brighter orange. Even though I put the one in there, these might, here it is. They might be able to go later. I have no idea what these were from. But, oh no, I know. It was from my carrot runner. So they might go to the spring. I'll see how that orange feels in there, because it might work out okay. So this is what I have on the table still, are all of these. Like this one I might put with pinks and spring, but it could go with this one. I've got like some camping. There's the, you know, shish kebab, or the marshmallows on a stick, and then a bunch of half square triangles. And this grouping over here feels more Christmas, so that goes. And then in here, there's more in that baggie. So, and more half square triangles, tons of half square triangles. So those are fabulous. They would get pressed and then fill in. Either I could just fill in between, like the half square triangles could be coming in here and in here. Let me get the other camera so we can look at it straight on. So this is very, very fun. It's something that I love to do. I haven't done one in a while, although a couple of different times I've put the blocks up here. This is how I did my birthday quilt. If you've never looked at that, just go out to my website, to the birthday quilt. So this is a big block, and I love how it anchors in there. I've got a broom from when we did the Halloween sampler, spooky sampler, that wreath, the owls, and then going down in size. So these are just placed, especially the big pieces. When I work like this, I will place all the big pieces around and then come in with all the little things and fill in, just like you can see there. So taking a look, see here is just 4 half square triangles. I like to put them together to make this sort of diamond. And here's 2 flying geese, like a bigger, smaller. It'd be cute to put even a smaller one, and then just fill the sides in with a background fabric. This one's a bit light, but I'm okay with that at the moment. See the wreath, and then up to This was another sampler we did from a book. We were doing a book sew along, and then some other parts that just didn't go and work out. So okay, I'm thinking this is really good. I like it. So that's really fun. What I might do is take all of these and get them pressed open so that they're all usable and open rather than having a stack of them folded up like this, because that means it just takes time for me to go and fold them up. The other interesting part for me is that I don't necessarily need to trim these down to a certain size. I'm okay with them being just what they are and sort of sewing them together. But if I want to take the extra time and make them all the same size, then they will fit and look, you know, nice. My gut feeling would be like a nice lap quilt, so I would put all these half square triangles up there, and then I would probably put a border on it, because the border will sort of tell the story and tie it in. If I put like a fall fabric type border that could go with it nicely, that will just bring the whole picture together. And ultimately, I might even just like tea dye those orange and white squares, or I just might put them in the spring section. But I kind of like that checkerboard being there, so I might just over dye it a little bit, or just not. It might be okay once you put more things up there. All right, my friend, you are making some avocados today. Would you like avocados with that? Your avocado block for Secret Lies of Color. And if you're not a subscriber yet, or know friends who are not, have them subscribe. It is free. It just means that you like, you like my channel, and so you can find it again. And it helps me out, and it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to give this quilt away pretty soon. All right, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.